Hmm. With this of 2020 coming to a close, as well as a spring, well, fall of anime 2022, might as well talk about some anime I've been watching and my thoughts on them. And one of the ones I like to start about is Arknights. Arknights is based off a mobile game, and usually I have a mixed feeling about mobile game animes. Sometimes they will make their own plot for the anime so that way they can have their own pacing and it can be good, or sometimes they'll do it the wrong way and they'll just try to mimic the stories from the mobile games and it'll be completely wrong. Some with good anime budget, some with bad anime budget. Either way is your decision on whether you like it or not. Now, what about Arknights? Arknights is something that I've noticed a lot of mobile games having recently. Very depressing. Not bad, but recently I've been seeing a lot of more mobile games that are becoming anime. Their plot lines have been very depressing, melancholy, just bleak altogether. I remember back in the day when I used to watch a lot of mobile animes. It used to be, uplifting, funny, very interesting, and it will have its dark moments, but not 24/7. You would have a lot of goofy segments, character introductions, and it was so good. But now these days, you already had Doll's Frontline, which I did not like, but that was still bleak. Um, you have even a new K-Ton collection, which is bleak, and now you have um, this one, Arknights. Arknights, I knew nothing about. I just kept seeing amazing wallpapers about it and cool figurines. But I don't want to buy a figurine something I don't know about. So I was like, I'll just wait for the anime. Wait for the anime and see what happens there. So I have. And I watched it. It only has 8 episodes, by the way. But a season 2 is already on the way. Just don't know when it'll come out. But it's already been guaranteed. So for this anime to be doing so well, the fact that I already got season 2, it must be something going well with this. Hearing from a friend from an outside perspective saying that, yeah, the story is pretty good and well written with amazing characters. So I was really looking forward to this as the days go by. So I finally watched it, and it does seem like a bleak anime. There's this world that's completely torn apart, devastated by war and destruction, lack of good resources, and what's even worse, their mass population is infected with some sort of disease or whatever it is, but it's causing a great division between everyone. And this group is coming from Rhode Island. It's coming together to look for the main protagonist, the Doctor, and another main protagonist, Amima. Amima? I think that's her name. The girl with the bunny ears. She is one of the main key focal points of the story. The first mission is to rescue this doctor and secure him back to the base. And then the second mission is to locate a girl named Misha who may have some information about the infection from her father. So those are the two main focal points of the theme of this story. And there's only 8 episodes, so you can tell they had to rush some things in order to happen. And I'll get to that later. Right now, I'll talk about what I do like. I love the character designs. I love the music. The opening and the outro are both just great. You sense the sense of sadness in the vocals of the singer in the opening, but it still raises up. Like even though they're in this hopeless situation, they're still fighting. They're still alive. So therefore, they're not going to give up. I like that. Then you have the outro where it still feels depressing, but in a different kind of way. Um, I like that too as well. In fact, I downloaded those two songs immediately when I heard them. Really good, um, really good songs. Now, the plot itself was understandable. You know, find a doctor, get him to Rhode Island, and then find this fugitive who then you look down and help her to be secured and get whatever information they can out of her to help stop this infection. Because as you can see, as they're doing their mission, you see the hopelessness along the way, the despair, people fighting for scraps, fighting and resisting against the authoritarian rule. And you see one area which is completely devastated, that's dried and desert like. Then you'll go into a city where it's nice and clean, but it doesn't really feel that lived in. It feels like everything is, a strict rule. There's curfews and everything's in an orderly fashion. There's no freedom, but there's safety and order. So I guess that's all you can ask for in that kind of world. Now the characters is good, but there's also bad the characters. There's too many characters. Just like I complained about in the beginning of Azure Lane. In the beginning of Azure Lane, they threw too many characters at us to the point most of them you won't even see or care about or remember because they're there and they're not. So I guess these kind of shows are mainly made for the fans, the ones who play the mobile games. You don't play the mobile games, you'll just be wondering who are these characters and what's their purpose, and you may never know because they'll come here and show up. For instance, there was this one dude who came across them, with causing a lot of destruction around them, and then you don't see him ever again that one episode. Same goes for others. They just show in, pop up, do their thing, and you never see them again. They don't get killed, they don't get stopped, they just cause some chaos, then they leave. And I didn't like that. But I guess they were trying to do that to show up of the plot of the mobile game, which doesn't really adapt well into anime. It feels like one of those things they could have cut out because there was no need for it. But one of the things I truly was impressed is the death of characters. I'm not spoiling who died in this show. What I'm saying is that most of the times when I used to watch mobile game animes in the past, they were too afraid to kill off the characters. Especially in Azure Lane or any other kind of anime based off mobile games. They'll be too afraid to kill off these characters because they're vital and important and stuff. Even in K-Ton Collection, even if the characters were to sink, they will revive again as the vessels, and they destroy them again, and they go back to the other side. The same cycle. And this one, nope, people die. They get killed, blown up, stabbed, slaughtered. They don't show the blood, but they do show the character dying, and it shows the expressions and what they go through. Main character that goes through it and is sad about it is, of course, Ayama. I think I'm saying her name right. I don't remember. I'm sorry. The bunny girl. She herself witnessed death. Some caused by her, and some she didn't want to happen, but happened before her. So therefore, she feels like a sense of regret. Like they're not supposed to kill, but yet there are times in war where you don't have a choice. And then there's my favorite character, Mistress Chen. Chen is very cool, by the way. She's the girl who takes the hard hits. She has to be the bad guy inside the good guy group. But everyone will be cheering for Miss Ayama and the others. Everyone will like, oh, here comes Miss Pain. Here comes Miss Tight in the ass. Chen, she knows she has to be the bad cop within the situation in order to get things done. And at the very end, she does something that Ayama couldn't do. And if Ayama couldn't do it, she would have died. And then the one thing I love that she said to Ayama was this. You're collecting that as a keepsake? Well, prepare to collect more of those, because this is how it is out here. It was a very good line, in my opinion, because it was showing how this is war. You can't just go through here without killing. Sometimes you're just not going to have a choice. Some people you just can't convince, no matter how hard you try. You gotta do what you gotta do to survive. No point in being foolish here, in a way. So altogether, I enjoyed it more than I disliked it. So it's on the good side for me. Arknight, however, didn't leave a more lasting impression as the other anime that came out, but it still keeps me intrigued. It's my side anime, the stuff where I don't care that much about, but I'm happy that it's there so I can watch it when I have nothing else to watch. So therefore, Arknight is welcome. I've come to the point where I might just buy me a Chen figurine now because of how much I enjoyed that character. The character that has to be the bad guy. Not the villain, but the bad guy in the situation. Where like, oh no, how could you do that? But you realize it must be done. So she has gained my respect. And of course, Ayama is the typical girl full of hope who wants to fight against the despair any means necessary. It's sort of not crossing the line. So you can say she's the genuine, ideal superhero of the story, in a way. So yeah, I'm looking forward to season 2, and I might actually go on YouTube and see how the plot plays hopefully I can find a YouTube video where it explains the plot to me, because most of the time these mobile game plots are so confusing. I mean, just look at Fate. Yeah. So anyways, like that video, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did like, comment, subscribe, of course, hit the bell icon, and I will be back tomorrow to talk about another anime I've been watching and how I feel about it. So without further ado, I will end this video. This has the background on anime. Signing out.